Hello, and welcome to Round Glass. My name is Tatum Barnes, and thank you for joining me for this meditation on relaxing through our imagination. Before we get started, I'd love to hear from you. So if you feel so moved, in the chat, let me know, what is your favorite way to relax? As I ask myself that question, I think it's to be by running water or the ocean. I'm a water kid. I'm also a youth worker, so I've seen imagination in action firsthand. Just today, I saw someone turn into a lava monster at the drop of a hat. I saw a 6-year-old take a stick and turn it into a ray gun, and I saw a 5-year-old stay as a kitten for a surprising amount of time. Imagination is a superpower, and it's generally speaking something that's relegated to childhood. But there's no reason for that. Imagination, our ability to imagine and visualize and believe in something rather than just something other than whatever's in front of us, that's something that we can claim as well. It's a human birthright. It's not just this fanciful childhood whimsy, it's also a scientifically proven power. You can think about a placebo effect and how our power of belief can actually catalyze rapid regeneration in our bodies. You can think about the studies where if you were to imagine a red, juicy apple, and you can do so now, it's beautiful, well done, the same neurons, the same parts of the brain that would light up if you actually saw it with your physical eyes, well, they light up as well if you just imagine it. So instead of just leaving our imagination in some dusty closet of our youth, let's use our imaginations to their fullest, to our advantage. And in so doing, we can manifest deep relaxation when we need it most. Now, in just a moment, we're going to settle into our meditation, give our bodies permission to shake off whatever tension they have. We'll be able to use that imagination to move some energy from the earth through our legs so that we can continue letting go of anything that we need to let go of. We'll bring that energy into our hearts and step into a beautiful scene in nature where we can do our relaxation. If all that use of imagination is daunting, maybe you haven't used yours in a while, don't worry. I promise you that it's still there in working order. We just need to dust it off a little bit. Let's begin. So without any further ado, give your body permission to do what it needs to do to relax, to settle in. If shoulders need to be rolled back, let them roll. Same with your neck. Fingers need to be cracked. If that itch needs to be scratched, you do it now. If you're wearing a tight belt or your pants are tight around the waist, take the belt off. Pop open that front button. This meditation is about being comfortable. As your body seems ready to accept stillness for the next 15 minutes or so, I invite you to take your meditation posture with spine long but relaxed. Holding yourself up tall and dignified, but not straining. The hands can come to your thighs, either palms up or palms down, it does not matter. And I invite you to close your eyes or to take a soft gaze somewhere else in front of you. We begin to breathe normally through our nose. Normal inhale, normal exhale. Normal pace, normal depth. Just breathing. We slowly begin to align our awareness with our breath. Watching the oxygen move in, the carbon dioxide move out. Perhaps noticing the rise and fall of your chest. Begin to observe the quality of your breath. Is it thin? Is it strong? Where does it begin and where does it end? However you find your breath here and now, see if you can make it a little bit deeper. Sending breath further into the belly. As we settle into this expanded breath, let's give our minds a moment to digest. So, allow your awareness to pass over everything that you've done today, from the moment you've gotten up to now. Not judging or stepping too deeply into your memory, rather, letting those moments flit past your awareness like pages in a storybook. Letting your recollections float to the back of your head. Well done. In your own timing, shift your awareness to where you make contact with the ground beneath you. Sensing into ankles and sit bones. Feeling into the subtle sensation of the ground, the chair pushing up at you, holding you in place. Focusing and refocusing. As your mind wanders, as the body itches and twitches, you gently shepherd your awareness back to your breath and your focus, feeling your body on the ground. Breathing deeply. Here and now, give your body permission to let its weight go. Allow it to give its weight to the ground beneath it. You can quite literally think to yourself, I give my body permission to give its weight to the ground beneath it, and sense the subtle changes in your system. Allowing muscles to unclench. Beautiful. It is here and now that I ask you to turn on your imaginations as you see and visualize within your mind's eye a beautiful red or violet color coming from the ground beneath you and moving into your toes. Moving with whatever color your imagination gives to you first, see that clearly, give it reality as it moves from your toes through the arches of your feet, and breathe that color into your ankles. We pause here, and in the ankles we collect any tension or stress that the joint might be holding. In our minds we call it forth, and with our awareness we can move around the ankle like a knife in an almost empty jar. We scrape the sides and collect any stress or tension there. Gathering and regathering, letting it grow. And on your next exhale, you let it drop. Feeling your tension, that stress drop out of the feet and into the earth. Excellent. See and make real that color, that energy rising through your open and clear ankles. Visualize it moving under the shins, through the calves, and breathe it into your knees. Once more, we spread ourselves here. With our awareness calling forth any tension or stress in this joint, moving our awareness around the physical knee, and also calling forth any sadness or heaviness or grief that the body is holding. We investigate and gather it all. For just a moment, we bring to mind the things that cause us to frown, holding them in our awareness, letting the feeling grow. Holding. And with your next exhale, you let that drop as well. Feeling that tension, that stress, that grief fall out from the body, fall from the knees, and letting the earth hold it. We hold on to nothing, we let it all drop. That's right. Continue to visualize that color, that energy rising through the knees, through the thighs, letting it massage these muscles that move us, and invite it into your hips and your pelvis. For the last time, we spread our awareness here. We call forth any tension or stress or static in the body. We move our awareness around the joint. And we call to mind any frustrations or anger in our body. Gathering the feeling, calling to mind the things that cause us to furrow our brow, to grimace. Let it build. Search it out. Gather. And when this tension reaches the peak of its crescendo, you let it all drop, feeling the legs completely release. Letting them be like clear tubes of light. Beautiful. Continue to see that color, that energy rising through your belly, and breathe it into your heart center, a few fingers above the sternum in the center of the chest. Not your physical heart, but this heart center. Breathe deeply. Visualizing that color from below filling this chamber. Here and now we make the heart as soft as possible, letting go of tension and pretension. We let the physical sensation of hardness drop away from the chest. And I invite you to care less and less about what you may look like during this meditation. It matters more what you feel, what you perceive yourself. Breathing into the heart. Focusing and refocusing, using external sounds as a diving board to push deeper within yourself. It is here with this focus, in this soft heart, that I invite you to step deeper into your imagination, visualizing a place in nature with which you are familiar, with which you feel safe. Move with whatever your imagination gives to you first. It is often the right choice. Wherever you are, begin to fill in the details of this space. And I encourage you to imagine that space overlaid your heart center. I know that many of our imaginations can be quite cerebral, but place this spot in nature within the heart itself. Seeing it with your heart's eyes, if you will. Give yourself permission to feel the joy you would feel if you were truly there in body. The heart knows it well. I invite you to extend your inner senses to feel the ground underneath your feet in this space, be it grass or sand or water. Feel. Extend your inner hands to feel around the space, dipping into water, letting it caress the nature around you. Open your inner ears. Are there birds singing? The gentle lap of waves, perhaps? Let the soundtrack of this space begin to surround you. Take a deep breath through your nose, inviting the olfactory of this place. What is the smell? Remind yourself, step into it. And once more, look around, continuing to discover the details already there for you in this space. No need to create or paint the scene. You are there. You are discovering it. You are investigating. Look all around. What is the weather? Where is the sun? Are there clouds? Do you feel wind? Wherever you are in your meditation, find your favorite spot. Find your rock to perch on, or simply lie down in this beautiful space just for you. As we take another few minutes just to relax, to bask in the glory and beauty of this place. Focusing and refocusing, giving our bodies and minds permission to relax. Breathing deeply, giving this place its own reality, its own gravity. Well done. Slowly and gently, in your space, in your imagination, begin to stand up. And however it feels appropriate to you, thank this place, thank nature for this moment. And with that, gently shift your awareness back to your physical body and where it makes contact with the ground beneath you. Shifting into fingertips and toes, giving them a wiggle. Waking up wrists and ankles, elbows, knees, shoulders. And when you're ready, you open your eyes. And welcome back. Taking a brief moment to notice that before and after picture. How has your body-mind complex changed through the course of this meditation? Hopefully, like me, you feel a little bit more relaxed, a little bit looser, maybe like you've just got out of a hot bath. Beautiful. I love that place. I also want to have you think about and reflect on what did it feel like when you really engaged your senses and your imagination? For me, to remind myself of that brook where I feel so relaxed, when I imagine myself picking up a worn river stone and imagine my fingers over it, it felt like the rock was in my hand. Those same parts of our brain are beginning to light up, and I think that's magic. This is an amazing meditation for humans of all ages. I do this with little ones, and they love it. You can also be as silly in your imagination as you want. So if you want to take a moment to go to your special place in nature and have some animals come and hang out with you, if you want to have your own Snow White moment, that's fantastic. And that imaginative space, that place in nature where you feel safe, is actually a potent place for us to do our own spiritual and personal work. I know a lot of people who have populated their special place in nature with statues that give them strength when they need it, good advice when they need it. I know that people have built whole homes in their special places in nature where they can go and relax. Once you realize you can go back to this place again and again, you don't just have to lie down on the grass and relax. You might as well build yourself your own palace. That imagination space is always yours. It's just for you. And it's a potent place for relaxation, planning, and development. Now, imagination is not just for all of those purposes, though those are amazing. You could also use your imagination to visualize yourself stepping into those new places in your life, visualizing yourself performing particularly well when you're giving a speech or when you're about to play a sports game. All of this comes from our ability to believe and then make it happen. So I hope this is another way that I can convince you that imagination should not be forgotten. It is not a childish thing. It is a magical thing. And we'd all be better off if we remember that. So thank you so much for joining me for this special meditation. Again, my name is Tatum Barnes, and check me out on my profile on Round Glass to see this session again, to see my other sessions when I'm going live, and my new course. So until next time, stay relaxed, stay imaginative, and stay blessed. Thank you.